What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow. As always, chilling with my two-man crew, Averno, Atlantis. And last week, we headed to Sacramento, go visit the in-laws. Also, in an attempt to streamline my collection, I packed up a bunch of shit that I just, stuff that I bought over the years and didn't like, just taking up space. I did the same thing with my DVDs, except I went a little bit harder and pretty much just kept the DVDs that I can't find on Blu-ray or just are my favorites that I don't have on Blu-ray. And so I really streamlined my DVD collection. So we packed all that shit up, went to Sacramento. There's a store over there called Dimple. They have Dimple Records and Dimple Books. They give really fair prices on your trade-ins, especially if you take store credit rather than cash. And also, they give you good rewards, like if you buy so many comic books, you get a free one for up to $10 value, and you could buy like 5 99-cent comics and get a fucking free $10 book, which is just kind of crazy, but it's cool. Most of their graphic novels are within the $10 range, so that's cool. Like I said, I traded a bunch of shit, got a stack of books, and I still have like $40 of store credit left, plus I have 3 cards which are worth up to one $10 comic each. So to me, all this shit is free. Go ahead and get started. Maybe you wait long enough. So here we go. Krob, the Bear Clan #1. This is a sentimental value to me. I read these. I got a lot of love for these old late 80s, early 90s black and white indies, and this is one of them. I see the guy who made this. I see him from time to time at local cons and stuff. So that's cool. I only need a couple more on that. From Image, I have Double Image #2, Code Flash. I'm a big Joe Casey fan. Charlie Adlard art is good. I have almost all of these. I just need one more to finish that. This I actually picked up for my kid. He's big into the Evil Ernie stuff, so I figured he might get a kick out of that. Smiley, the Psychotic Button. So shout out to him. If you're watching Sonny Boy, love you. I hope you enjoy this. Now I got some Wildstorm stuff. We got Wildcats #2. Again, my man Joe Casey, Sean Phillips on art. I'm killing this run. I only got a couple issues left, and then I'll be able to read the whole thing. And then I got Authority #23. I'm trying to piece together all the Mark Millar stories, and this one just, it's not by Mark Millar, but it's part of that run, so I just picked it up. Here's Wildcats, Authority #29, which I believe is the last issue of the series. Pretty sweet Art Adams cover. Millar's writing that one. And I got a couple of DC books. And again, this stuff to me it was all free because I just traded in my junk and got better junk. But I got rid of way more stuff than I picked up, so I did make quite a bit of room in my collection. Here's Batman Broken City Part 4. I'm a big Brian Azzarello fan. They got the 100 Bullets crew on this storyline, so I'm trying to pick up all those. I only need a couple more for that. And I got a Justice Society of America #20 versus Justice Society Infinity, whatever the fuck that is. This is just part of the run of JSA that I've been collecting. Jeff Johns, Ross cover, Eagle Sham on the interiors. It all I'm mostly in this because it ties into the Kingdom Come. You see, you got Kingdom Come Superman right there. That's it for the DC stuff. Now on to some Marvel. Again with my man Joe Casey. I got Inevitable Iron Man #2 of 6. Dope Fraser Irving art. So there's number 2, and there's number 3. I believe I have 4 and 5, so now I need 1 and 6 to finish that off. Hopefully it's a good story. Like I said, I'm a big Joe Casey fan. Some of his stuff isn't always as good, but what I like about him is, whether I like it or not, he almost always tries to do something different. He always tries to bring something different to whatever he does, and that I like that. Most of the time it works out well, sometimes not so much, but I'll find out. Plus, I don't really have a lot of Iron Man comics, so I figure I might as well try and add some of that stuff to the collection. I just started trying to pick up these Incredible Hulk, the Bruce Jones run. This one got interiors by John Romita Jr., which is always a plus for me. I'm a big fan of him. Cover, I believe, Carrie Andrews. That's a badass cover right there. I always like that one. Speaking of badass covers, here's another one. Hulk number 38. This is number 34, and here's number 38. Like a Norman Rockwell shit's on there. Again, Romita Jr. on the interiors. That's a plus. Got Hulk and Doc Samson on the cover. And I'm still working on this volume 2 of Thor. I only got about 4 issues left to fill in. This is number 18. Again, my man John Romita Jr. killing it. Thor smashing somebody's face. Odin on the cover. And at the same time, I'm also working on my Walt Simonson run of Thor comics. And here's 339. I had hit a bit of a roadblock because, you know, all those books, all the Simonson Thors I could find for cheap, except for, I believe it's 337, which is the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. But recently I was able to find that on mycomicshop.com. And it's not the original issue. It's the, you know, the Marvel Legends toys, how they come with the comic book, right? Well, the Beta Ray Bill toy action figure came with the comic book, the Thor 337, his first appearance. So somebody got rid of the book and kept the figure. So I scooped that up for like $3, which I was pretty happy about, because I was like, damn, all these books are so cheap. I'm not going to drop like $30 on one issue, you know. That's not my style. I just won't do it. Also, from that Simonson run, I picked up this one. I read somewhere that this is just a really good standalone issue. I'm not sure if that's Fin Fang Foom or if it's the Midgard Serpent or some shit like that. But anyways, like I said, I just heard that was a really good standalone issue. You got Bearded Thor right here. That's kind of cool to see. Next up, I got some Daredevil. I've been putting together the Born Again storyline, and here's number 226. While the standalone, the Born Again storyline actually starts in 227. On my comic shop, this is listed as part 0 of Born Again, so I figured why not pick it up. You know, Frank Miller's writing this shit. Machiavelli on the interiors and the cover, so I'm in. Like I said, the shit's free anyways to me. So here's 228. And 229, all part of the Born Again storyline. So that's cool. I just need, I think I just need one more issue of that, and I'll have the whole thing. And it's actually turned out cheaper to collect them issue by issue instead of buying the graphic novel. And last, not part of the Born Again storyline, but number 236. I picked this up. Walt Simonson cover. That's cool. The anniversary, what is it, 25th anniversary border. So anyways, yeah, it's a cool cover, but the interiors by Barry Windsor Smith is why I got it. I like Barry Windsor Smith. I haven't seen him draw Daredevil much. I've seen some people show off. There's an issue with a Barry Windsor Smith cover with Daredevil and Black Widow, which I'm going to try and hunt that down. I'm not really a guy that buys books just for the cover, but I'll make an exception here and there, and that's one of them. Unless, of course, if I don't know, maybe Barry Windsor Smith did the interiors. I can't remember. If he did, that's even better, you know. But also, I always just liked. I've always liked Daredevil and Black Widow together. I don't know why. It's just something I just dig their chemistry or whatever. Enjoy seeing them team up. Kind of a shame that they'll never be able to do that on screen. You know, with Daredevil in the Netflix stuff and Black Widow in the movies, but oh well. I always have the comics. So yeah, that's it for me. Haven't really been to much cons yet this year. There is one coming up next weekend in Hanford, which is about a 25-minute drive from my hometown. I stay in Central California. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll find some good stuff. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, show your friends. And I'll probably be back in a week or two with that Hanford haul. So like I always say, get off the internet, go read some fucking comics.